Hey guys. Hey, Paula, you're in bed? You a one in bed? Hey, I'm about a three, so I get it. It's one of those days, the depression and the load and the weight of it all is just bearing down. Um, I've been to 2 appointments today, and I just really feel like I'm not getting nowhere. I don't have the support that I feel like I need, but, I had to continue to tell myself that don't nobody owe me nothing. So with me just trying to read and understand and figure all this out, I'm really lost. It's a lot. I'm overwhelmed. Um, I just don't, at this point, I really don't know what to do. Other than that, I'm just a little, you know, I'm frustrated again. I feel lost. I've been talking back and forth with my sisters today. My mom will be transported to a facility tonight or tomorrow. So, it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's life. I just feel so stuck. I feel overloaded. Yep. Like I ain't doing nothing. I called Casa Colina 3 times a day. The person that I need to has not called me back. It's just that I feel a bit overwhelmed. And I know I ain't the only one that feel like that at times, but now is the time. I just feel so overwhelmed. I feel so it's just life is choking me. But it ain't nothing I can do about it but keep pushing. But I'm overwhelmed. And depressed. And that's what it is. That depression is real. It's been on me for a few days too. It doesn't get me that often, but it does get me, and it's got me. Yeah, so myself, my mom, my family, my friends, everybody holding strong. It's just rough right now. Whew. But the depression, it just sort of it puts you in a rut. It has you crying for what seems to be no reason, but it's definitely a reason. I'm sure a lot of people can sit down and think about everything that's wrong in their situation, and it can bring on depression. But we also have to sit down and take a minute to say, hey, what's right in my situation? Yeah, I know what's wrong, but what's right? And I know it could be worse, but it doesn't take away from what it is. And again, the depression has really got me in the chokehold. Yeah, it's got me in the chokehold. Because I just don't know what to do. All these pages. Tanisha, it's both of them. Sadness and depression. Depression makes you sad. And it doesn't have to be anything. It's just a mix of everything. Because I feel like I'm trying so fucking hard and I ain't getting nowhere. Yeah, that's it just feels like that. I'm trying so hard and I ain't getting nowhere. It's almost like, I'm tired of trying. Again, I've been working on this 501c3, all this type of stuff for over a year. It's about to be literally 2 years. And I still ain't nowhere. So you can't just keep drowning, that's what I feel like. It's a lot. Oh, God. And then I have to step back and be like, man, it's so many people that have it so much worse than you. And you almost feel bad about feeling depressed. I really feel bad about feeling depressed. Yeah, you feel bad because you're putting energy into yourself when you're used to putting the energy in other people, but you have to, take a minute and take time. But I see Again, I haven't been able to sleep much. It's just been a lot, and I find myself, having you a few shots of tequila before bed, which, is not just, that ain't gonna take away your problems or the issues, it ain't gonna fix it. It's just gonna, numb it for a minute. Like this time, it's 3 o'clock in the evening. I literally want to take sleeping pills right now and just go to sleep. And that's not a good feeling. And when I wake up in the morning, here lately, I really feel like, okay, I'm going to do a little something, and I really want to just take some pills and just go back to sleep. Yeah, so it's been on me. The depressed feeling has just been on me so bad lately, because I don't see any progress in what I'm doing. I'm working with Fresh, and he got a PT aid now. Now I just got to still figure out how to, keep that up, because she's got to be paid, and it's out of pocket. It's just a lot. It's a lot. I just don't know what to do. It's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that's be on my head. Even as far as this house, we're on a month-to-month lease. I have to keep that, not in the back of my mind, in the front of my mind, that at any day she can say, okay, y'all got 30 days to leave. I just don't like being in this situation. Yeah, it's depression. It's the stress. It's stress and depression and, anxiety and, the fear of failure. That's told you that's one of my biggest fears, and I guess that's really what I'm experiencing right now, because I don't see a way to do this. And then I think research. I've been researching a lot of neuro and fitness gyms in Atlanta, and there are so many. There's so many, and I was just looking like, wow, look what I'm up in competition against. These people that are established, and they have great equipment, and then here I come with a little of nothing, but 100% of me to give, and it's not enough. So I'm just feeling overwhelmed, like my back is up against the wall, and I really don't know what to do. This whole situation that me and my family have been going through, and that we're still going through. It's just like I'm asking God, you put us here, now what? We're at a standstill. What do I do next? Help me out of this. And I keep going back to, oh, you can't do nothing until you get registered with the Secretary of State. And now they say that they need all of this, and it's overwhelmed and depressed. The depression is the biggest thing that I just can't shake it. I just can't shake it. And I don't know what brought it on and why I can't shake it. And it makes you have awful thoughts. And I don't like it, and I don't like the fact that I can't control it. Yeah, I don't like the fact that I can't control it. Yeah. And I really think it's just sticking on me and laying on me so heavy until I figure out a solution. I can't set myself up for failure because the fear of failure is overwhelming. Yeah, and then I haven't been feeling my best. I've had a little sniff, a little cold. I've been having a headache, and my chest has been hurting. So I guess that's all of that played important role. Yeah, but I'm just, I don't like to even think of myself as one to easily give up. But I've been pushing, I've been fighting so hard, for this, and it's something that I believe in. I don't expect for other people to want to help with a fucking gym, for disabled people. If you don't have disabled people around you, if you're not disabled, they'll never understand. Never. Anyone that I've talked to, has pretty much, shot the idea down. Then I applied for, a small business loan, and I got this big email back on being denied, and because you have to show that your nonprofit organization grosses $200,000 a year. Like, I looked at the email and I was immediately heartbroken. Like, if I'm grossing $200,000 a year, why am I coming to you for a loan? Wait, and she said, you know what I do when I'm depressed? I watch you, because your positiveness and awareness. You tell everyone to have faith, and failure is not an option. Thank you for lifting us up. Well, I thank you for lifting me up and reminding me, to keep the faith. And, I have no choice but to. However, every day is different, but it's not. I'm still dealing with the same thing from yesterday. I'm still, I fight inner demons myself. I'm my biggest critic. I'm harder than me on myself than anyone ever could be. And that's really what keeps me pushing, and it gives me the ability to motivate. But don't never let nobody tell you about being depressed. Don't never let nobody convince you that depression ain't real, or you just overreacting. Don't. When it hits you, face it head on. Acknowledge the fact that I understand that this is depression, and then I'm trying to figure out, like, why, what brought it on. Okay, I understand that the depression started with, last week at the hospital with them bringing me the letter. That was the first thing. And then, that added on top of me trying to get, the nonprofit stuff done. And that added on to me, trying to pay out of pocket for PTA, and trying to pay out of pocket for therapy. And, it's just that I know, like, doing all that, it takes a lot. And, I'm just a bit overwhelmed until I can figure out a solution. And it's depression. I ain't the only one. I ain't the only one it happens to. It happens to a lot of people. So I just say when it comes in, it just rubs me bad. It does. Depression does me bad. The uncontrollable crying, the what's wrong? I don't know. It's it's really nothing like that's in your face. It is, but it's not. But I don't know how to explain it other than, raw emotions, just being overwhelmed, just being depressed. Yeah, overwhelmed. I need some help. And I've, I've, reached out, and I've had, maybe 5 to 7 people that has been helping me, but it's always like they'll start something and then, oh, I can't do nothing else. And don't nobody owe me nothing. So I can't reach out and bug nobody. It's like, oh, I thought you was going to do so-and-so. No, that ain't me. It's me out, trying to do it all by myself. And it's a lot because I ain't getting no fucking where. I'm the same place I'm in right now than I was last year with this business. February, January, a year with the 501c3 and nothing. I got to do something because I got to survive. I got to, feed my family. I got to, so like this shit, it's just on me. It's on me. And I literally, I was driving, I was saying, God, I know some people, get this depressed feeling and it's like a lump in the back of your throat and it's like to swallow, to even pass it. And, some people start think like, am I making people's life around me easier or harder? And then you think like, what would people do without me? How would people survive? Like the crazy stuff just kind of goes through your mind. And I know that's how I know it's depression. You know what I'm saying? Because you start having, what? Yeah, it's just overwhelming. It really, really, really makes me think about so many other parents that's going through it. Like, I don't know. I just feel lost and stuck. Y'all know, I've talked about this. I've been here before. I felt lost and stuck before. Yeah, I felt lost and stuck before. But the thing about it is when you get the bad thoughts, and you get the feeling stuck, it's hard to get out of it. And I've been trying to get out of it for a few days. And it's just always just on my back. Yeah, bad. And I'm just, man, I know it could be so much worse. And then I feel bad because I know it could be so much worse. And I feel like I'm being ungrateful because I know it could be so much worse. But at this point, it feels so bad. For me, it feels so bad. I really, I feel so bad. So bad. So bad. And that's when I just feel like I'm not doing enough. I'm not working hard enough. I'm not, yeah. So, I just tell myself, look, you gotta. This is just a test of your faith. And I think about other businesses. Like, I know they had some help. Somebody else helped them. How do I go into this? How do I be successful? Because it's failure that scares me the most, and it's failure that depresses me the most. And not seeing a way, it depresses me really bad. Yeah, it does. Really bad. Really bad. The depression is really bad. It's bad. I've been Googling, how to shake it. I can read, I can meditate, I can sleep, but as soon as I open my eyes, like literally, I feel right back. It's like in a sunken space. You feel me? It's like, it's just on me. And I'm like depressed about what? And it's like depressed about everything. Yeah. I was literally driving yesterday and talking to God saying, really, God? Really? A TBI? A brain injury on my son? Like, really? That affects him like this? That was my talk yesterday. Like, really? Now, what you want me to do with this? That was my talk. Like, yeah. But, I know I ain't the only one. I know I ain't the only one that's got something going on. I know I'm not. So that be my strength on coming here to say, look, I know I'm not the only one. I know y'all got stuff going on too. So keep your head up. And you may not even have the platform to talk to people about it. And then that's even scarier. You know what I'm saying? To not be able to release it, to hold it in, and not hear somebody say, I can relate. I get it. Even though they probably can't relate. It's just the fact of having somebody to listen to you. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of realness. Like, don't never take it for being, me being weak. Never. Yeah, never. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of, it's just life. And it handles all of us different. And I don't know how many people have a different situation that you relive over and over every day. I don't know what your life's trauma is, but, I pray for strength and understanding with it, because I'm still asking for understanding behind this whole situation. I do often. Just, give me understanding. And I felt like, okay, this is what happened, and this is why it happened. So now I understand, and this is my place. This is what you want me to do. We were dealt these cards, and this is what you want us to do with them. They go for me, my daughter, my husband, my son, and this is what we trying to do with them. But we ain't getting no help. I'm even saying, like, I ain't saying God has forsaken me or left me. Or us. I know he hasn't. But you put us in this situation. Now, you telling me, like, this what you want me to do. You say I'm a chosen one. You chose me to handle this, and I'm putting in 100% on handling it. And I ain't getting nowhere. I'm really giving all of myself to all of this, and with, research and trying to learn and go to school. Like, I can't do all of that. And I'm just telling myself, like, it's too much. I can't do all of that. I'm draining myself dry trying to do 80% of it. And it takes finances. And I'm still just trying to figure out a way and to help myself and help other people at the same time, because that's what you want me to do. And that's what I want to do. That's what you want me to do. That's what I want to do. So, yeah, it's life. My birthday coming, I feel like, okay, I'm another year older, and I'm still, thousands of miles away from everything and everyone, because you put me out here because you want me to do what? But I'm struggling.